Hello you beautiful people and welcome back to Let's Play Warhammer 40k Inquisitor Martyr in another round. This time again, as I said, in the end or in the middle or at the beginning of the last episode, I said we still need to do a couple of terror missions, and here we are. I hope that's going to be the last until we reach level 59. If not, we will do one more afterwards. Anyhow, this time we play a little demonic incursion against some Nurgly demons, and one of my most favorite Inquisitor Martyr enemies, not in the tabletop game. But anyhow, the fabric of real space was savagely torn in, and the filth of the Immaterium marched forth. Enter the subterranean installation and quench its unholy incursion before the damage done by chaos is irreversible. Close all warp rifts.
This looks bad. Our navigator has gone half mad from the warp anomalies. We've detected several warp rifts in the area. The veil between the real space and the Immaterium is fading. We have to stop this madness.
Well, we will try, baby. We will try. So pretty straightforward. There's actually technically only one way, so we can't take the wrong way. That is on one hand the good, on the other hand you can't take shortcuts, but sometimes you just need to accept it. So I am oftentimes saying, and if I play this game doing the missions, of course thinking as well, at least at some point I'm thinking, not at all, but I am sometimes not too certain whether I like big areas or small areas in the game. If you remember, the beginning of this episode was a very narrow, I want to say corner, but floor or corridor to be very precise here, and through the splash damage of our weapon, that was where we dealt very neatly with the enemies. But if we are, for example, on the rooftops, that doesn't seem always to be that good. Now it's working out. That's good and formidable. So we are dealing the damage. So if you have noticed, on the left flank, one of our vivisectors actually was, I don't want to say stuck, but he did not attack, and that is sometimes, these are things I completely don't understand. He, as far as my glance realized it, I think he wasn't really stuck in a barrel or in a wall, but he was just, not doing anything. He was not trying to find a way, and he was just not moving. That is a thing which I already have noticed and think is very weird in this game. Anyhow, I don't want to get too much into that, but I want to say sometimes a little bit annoying, which you, I guess, can. I hope you are with me on that. Okay, the Reborn Marauder I want to take down quickly, not because of the things he's actually spawning, but because of the damage he's able to do, not only against us, but our wonderful little units here on the ground. So that one is down. Now I can focus, not reload, but regen, and take the first, I want to say the last warp gate down. No, the first one.
Gateway into the madness.
Yes, one less, and only luckily enough to go. That is not too far up ahead. So of course a gas attack. I don't know how much the gas is doing against our constructs. In the end, it should not do too much, because they, well, I guess depending on the type of gas. Probably there's some gas which can corrode metal, but at least no nerve gas, or how are you called, the gas which is, or which can attack the nervous system of a human being. And since we are still a little bit human, we are not yet a space marine, which has a natural, or more of a natural, which is not as much oh god, I'm not finding the right word, who does not care so much about some mists in the air which are toxic for a normal human being like a rebel guardsman, although you can still say as being a tech marine or a tech inquisitor.
Watch out! They are summoning reinforcements through the rift.
Which probably...
We are still detecting signs of demonic presence. Go to the next rift.
As a tech priest, of course, you probably have some things which make your body a little bit better, and where you don't have so much problems with poisonous air, for example. Anyhow, we are going on. The gas, of course, was very not so good for us, which did a little bit of toll, at least on us, but I did not realize whether the constructs here did get any damage, although, to be honest, sometimes you have to be a little in game when, if you do game design, you need to be a little bit unlogic to bring fairness to this game. Of course, in my opinion, it would be compared with other classes a little unfair to the constructs not being affected by gas. That's the word I was searching in my head the last time, and it did just not come up. Anyhow, sometimes logic goes over, not logic goes over, but logic, game fun is, oh my goodness, game fun goes over game logic. So good, so good that this is,
that's our last shot. Be careful.
so good that this is our not the Void Crusade, where we would have now only one death remaining. That of course is not so good. Okay, he down. These guys are slowly taken down. The one good part about, of course, demonic incursions was not always one of my favorite map or mission types, but probably now one of my most favorite ones. And now I forgot the plot. I forgot what I want to say at first. Many of enemies here, which I should take care of. Sometimes I am not certain what is doing the most amount of damage.
We have averted a disaster. All the warp gates are sealed, although I can still hear the echoes in my head.
Don't care, babe, they are gone. What does the most amount of damage there? That was actually a thing since the alpha version, where I was always thinking the reborn marauders, the one who, you know, levitate to the air and then fire the warp beams at you, they especially, it feels like they are damage over time, and that damage actually increases. They do a ton load of, or they can do a ton load of damage to you, which of course is not always a, well, so good thing in the end. So the items here do not seem to be the best ones, and still, guys, I know I have to clean up the inventory very fastly, but you know, sometimes you don't have all the time in the world to do such stuff. Anyhow, guys, that right now leads us to the end of this episode, and you know it, I really thank you for watching. If you guys actually have enjoyed this episode, then please give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you in the next episode. Until then, have a nice day, stay frosty, bye.